broad range audience of people that listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? And if the gay people don't like what you said, they got the right to say they don't like what you said.
Yeah, and you have the right to ignore what the fuck they say if you really felt that what you said shouldn't have offended them. But
What my nigga say? I said what I said, and I'm not changing shit.
bless his heart, because at the end of the day, nobody even takes you seriously. So no one really gave a fuck about what the fuck he was
I
talking about.
mean, Cardi take him a little too serious. But you know what? On the same sense though, I don't listen to rappers if they say over and over again how they like red bone bitches like all the time, and they try to,
Hmm.
because when you saying that, you making it seem like on the opposite end of the spectrum
You don't
you
like.
don't like dark skinned bitches, and this is what you telling all of the your entire audience of people.
Yeah.
I played that new Jeezy, and this motherfucker said, and I quote,
Oh,
I got 10 bad bitches.
10 bad
I
bitches.
got a bunch of bad bitches. Best believe they tens. And you best believe that they all light skinned. I was like,
Oh.
Jeezy, why the fuck? Who the
Wait a minute.
Nick, what the why the okay.
Wait,
I
so
couldn't
is light skin a part of the bad definition or what? I'm okay. Well,
he
so
got 10
Jeezy,
bitches.
I was like, Jeezy has an overbite and like 6 to 12 convictions. Like, I
Ma'am,
don't care
Jeezy
about
doesn't
his
have any
life.
front teeth.
Oh,
Jeezy don't got no front teeth.
are
My,
those fake?
hmm
Oh, veneers. Because that bottom girl, he just
I love Jeezy, like classic Jeezy. I love Jeezy, but when he said that, that's why I can't listen to Lil Wayne. That shit just rubs me the wrong way as a dark skinned woman, and I don't have to listen.
no, you don't, and it
Boop.
kind of just signifies them as a little bit dumb.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
if
have
you're
to listen.
still kind of focused on the light skin, dark skin shit,
Yeah,
then I probably don't want your dick in me anyway.
yeah. And I don't need to play your music. You not getting no strings from me. Fuck out of here.
Now I know we were talking about actress Lupita Nyong'o
Yeah,
earlier because she is beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I
She
call her
announced
Lulu. You can
Lulu.
call her Lulu or Peter.
No, it took me months to be
PP.
able to pronounce
Lil
Nyong'o.
Nyango.
Hmm. She announced Wednesday of this week that she wants to give children with darker skin an empowering children's book that will teach them lifelong values. So on Instagram and in a recent New York Times interview, the Black Panther star, which, I mean, she's more than that, but shout out to Black Panther, revealed that her children's book Swulwe will focus on a young girl that struggles with her skin color. So kind of like what you were just talking about, Swulwe or Star in Luo, which I guess is Luo is her native language. A 5-year-old Kenyan girl who tries to overcome her insecurities about having darker skin compared to that of the rest of her family members.
That's
So
dope,
that's a
Lupita.
beautiful thing, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah,
Shout out to my dark skin queen. Melanated skin comes in so many different hues and
absolutely.
tones.
And that's the part that we be trying to express. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as we want to be happy and have our motherfucking wind beneath our wings, here come a nigga saying, "Nah, not you, her." And it's like,
Wow.
damn, bitch, can I be cute?
Right.
Can I mind my business? Can I mind my dark skin business with my light skin sis? Like, do you mind, nigga?
Yeah,
Girl.
I'm so new to it. I'm from California. We just didn't do the color thing.
Yeah, society is weird.
Hmm.
It's weird. I read this report that says semen facials are the latest beauty trends, and I had to laugh my ass off.
Well, yeah, because I don't know about latest, but you know, when I was in high school, my boyfriend may or may not have been a gang member. And he may or may not have paid for our dinner dates with trap money. You know what I'm saying? So before one of our hypothetical dates, we were sitting in the trap. One of his most prized fiends came up to me with a baby bottle full of what seemed to be some thick ass baby milk. She's like, hey,
This is completely nasty.
let me just tell you what I do. I take a little bit like this right here, and I put it right here, right here, right here, and I rub it in, and I let it dry. And when you let it dry, you see the skin? You see the skin? You see why they always trying to fuck me? I'm 67 years old. You see why they trying to fuck me?
So was her skin clear?
It was. That bitch did not look 67.
Okay, this is my whole thing. Semen facials ain't nothing new.
No.
I've never had a semen facial. But just think of this though, because I feel like too many of y'all men eat meat and eat like processed food and shit.
Oh, preach.
I don't want that shit on my face.
I don't want, yo.
And also,
no.
those same niggas, your semen tastes disgusting and it smells putrid. It smells putrid.
Yo, your semen tastes like earwax and copper pennies because you eat Burger King and Wendy's 60% of the fucking time.
And hot Cheetos. Don't forget the hot Cheetos.
Right, and the goddamn soda pop.
Oh,
I
some good ass pop,
want,
Lord.
like, your semen's going to give me zits.
Exactly. So
I'm going to get a UTI.
I don't know. And this came from a report. It was from Post Nigeria. My motherfucking Nigerians crazy.
They be on it.
You ain't jizzing on my face until you eat your vegetables.
Eat it. It needs to smell like Panera.
Eat your vegetables, and then we can talk about a semen facial.
Fuck. I mean, so like, okay. I was about to get really nasty, but there's a specific type of semen she was using.
That she nasty.
She was nasty,
she
though.
smoked
Bitch.
crack.
God damn. She used to, anyway, she used to cook steaks for niggas butt naked. Shout out to you. Like, anybody listening from Southeast San Diego, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Shout out to the fiends. What up, Wody?
Politics?
Yeah. Let's get into some politics. Let's get into some politics. Okay, so I saw this video posted by The Economist on Twitter, and they were talking about China having a shortage of women. Okay. Reason being is because since 1979, they had a one-child policy.
I was about to say, like, aren't they selective as fuck with their births?
Yeah, because they wanted to control their population.
Okay.
There's a lot of motherfuckers in China. Now it's a class situation happening. So it's these little poor Chinese dudes that can't afford no bride. And they like, fuck. So the Chinese gonna say they scared that they gonna have a lot of gangs, pimping, and abduction because these poor men can't afford no wife. I thought that was
and a lot of homosexual marriages too, because what we doing?
What goes around comes around. Y'all aborted 60 million. Like, they have a shortage of 60 million women in China. I just think it's hilarious because what goes around comes around. You can't fuck with the population like that. And they just didn't. Right. They didn't think that 40 years later that this would come back on them. I just think it's hilarious. You don't do women like that. We coming back on y'all niggas.
Right.
All cultures, all ethnicities. The oppression is going to stop. We coming back.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, there's a reason why, men and women were needed to procreate. I mean, you start to kind of play God and make a natural selection, and this is what you have. No humans. I mean,
none.
That'll show your ass to try to fucking, like, exclude women. So the Senate is bracing for a potential shutdown. House Republicans passed the spending bill out of their chamber tonight. But the bill's future in the Senate is precarious because more than a dozen Democrats already have announced they'd vote against it today. So unlike in the House where Republicans would pass the bill with GOP votes only, the Majority Leader Mitch McConnell needs Democrats to actually pass the bill of the Senate. And CNN had a whip count of 17 Democrats saying that they'd actually vote no. So, I mean, many Democrats are just kind of saying, the bill does nothing to protect hundreds of thousands of recipients of the DACA bill. That Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Right. That's what DACA stands for. So when it was set in stone, it was set to expire on March 5th. We're coming up on that.
Right.
He destroyed that. It was a bipartisan solution. The hashtag Dreamers were the people that were actually fighting for this. Well, what the fuck?
Well, what it is the Democrats are wanting to keep DACA. That's what they want to put the funding on.
As usual.
And then the Republicans want to fund that fucking border wall. They want the wall. So that's why they're like at a standstill because they don't know where they want to spend this money.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen is if they don't vote by tomorrow on this shit, then it's going to lead to a government shutdown. That hasn't happened since Obama in 2013.
Right. And just to let you guys know again, just in case you didn't hear, the episode where we kind of explained that. So a government shutdown means when they're supposed to recess, when these senators are supposed to go back to their homes, supposed to go back to their families and their resident states. Mm-hmm. Instead, they're going to be staying in Washington. And the reason why they're staying in Washington is because there's some type of bill, there's some type of agreement that has not been met. When they do that, however, their salary comes from a budget that was not created, right?
Yeah. And it cost taxpayers, the last time it cost taxpayers about upward, more than $50 million.
$50 million.
More than $50 million.
So the whole deficit that we've been talking about and kind of just the balance on the account of America, again, impeded by this.
Well, a lot of people are confused about how a government shutdown, who's affected by it. It's not going to shut down, the post office. It's not going to shut down, Social Security or Medicare. No, those are going to keep going without interruption.
You're not going to notice the shutdown.
It'll be like federally owned museums, state parks, and also the overseas offices that gives visas to foreigners that want to come visit. They're not going to be able to travel here because they're not going to have the funding to give out those visas.
That's right.
So those are the people that get affected. Us on every day, nah. And then they usually
but that's how they do. They do it so that all of this sounds like hosh posh. But I implore you to take into account maybe the coworker or the neighbor that you have whose parents or whose child is an immigrant and who's set to come over here for school, has the visa paperwork ready, has done everything that they needed to do to make sure that they could get a visa to come over here. And then when it comes down to the process, actually you can't. Actually, it's not going to happen this year. So some Democrats, something to the tune of about 60, aren't fucking with this. And until they get some shit that they fuck with, y'all, we might be paying to keep these motherfucking senators in Congress. God damn it.
Shit crazy.
Yeah, at this point, lies in politics in America. Like, this is a whole live sitcom. This is a whole live reality show.
Yes, it is.
So, that's just what happened this week, sis.
It's always something. I know we gonna have the juice, the juiciest motherfucking bit of tea for you.
It ain't gonna get real until he's on trial for fucking impeachment, because it's coming.
Oh, 45.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying so goddamn hard. So, if you weren't aware, Amazon was kind of shopping the city of Charlotte for their second headquarters. And they were creating basically a bid program for a short list. And basically what would happen is each city who were interested in having the Amazon headquarters in their city would just kind of bid on how much they could spend, why they should have it, yada-da-da-da-da-da.
That really hurt my feelings because that would have been 50,000 jobs.
I had my resume ready. I was going to apply.
50,000 jobs, and they gonna spend $5 motherfucking billion.
Yeah, and it was
to
right
build
up the road.
It. Man.
So they released their short list, and Charlotte was not on it. We had submitted a bid for that in October of 2017, and the officials who submitted the bid, they had drummed up all the excitement about the project. They were on Twitter, on Instagram, on different social media outlets using the hashtag CLT is prime. I know I was definitely following in a part of that.
They had 238 cities apply.
Yeah.
238 people were like, yo, Google, look at me.
Look at me.
And they had some bomb-ass, they had bomb-ass proposals.
They did.
And everything.
So, we were excited. There was a custom-made wooden box that they also included in the bid, where there were details of more than 20 possible sites where the campus could be built, from Uptown to Still Creek, and they were outlying counties such as Rowan and Cabarrus. The bid emphasized Charlotte's edginess and appealed to millennials with a spoken word pitch from local poet, which I just want to take a time to say that Charlotte is definitely edgy and appeals to millennials. Cute. I love this fucking city. We still didn't get picked, though, you know what I'm saying? But Raleigh, North Carolina did. Like, what the fuck? Have you been to Raleigh, bitch? Which, do you know, I'm from San Diego, so I always thought Raleigh, Durham was the same place.
No, it's an area.
That's right. Raleigh and then Durham.